Just look at this video. It has almost 7 million views with 13,000 comments. And it only took 30 minutes to make. How do I know that? Because I made that video. And I made so many other ones with over 1 million views. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I create one of these videos using AI. Matter of fact, I will be making a video completely from scratch and show you how I do it step by step. This is a full course video, so buckle up. And to prove you that I'm not hiding anything, I will actually upload the very same video I create to my social media. Look, I know why you're here. You want to grow just like I did, assuming you know me by now. I have gained over 500 million views across social media and made just a little over $200,000 from it. But I promise you're on the right track. If you're searching for answers, you have taken the first step. That means you're persistent, and for that, I'm proud of you. I used to be all over YouTube, searching for that one video that would change everything. But unfortunately, 90% of the videos are just a funnel to make you buy a course or join some kind of academy. But with me, you don't have to worry about that because in every single video, I share value with you without holding anything back. You see, I have a very strict workflow that I follow every time I'm creating one of these videos. This workflow will ensure I stay organized and create a content that is high quality and has high potentials to go viral. But there is one secret. If you apply these two tactics to your videos while making it, you're guaranteed to get at least 40% more views. That's huge if you think about it. I learned that the hard way. But I'm glad I did. These two tactics are literally the reason why my viewers keep watching to the end. And I get so many comments and engagements. I will reveal these two tactics while I'm creating the video from scratch so you can see exactly what I mean. So stick around if you are really serious about going viral. So here is the workflow. As you can see, there are two steps to it. First step is content pipeline workflow, where we come up with the idea, title, the hook, and more. The second step is the video production pipeline, where we create the video step by step. Now, if you noticed, there are sticky notes with a set of questions attached to each flow. These questions are designed to make sure that each flow is done right. For example, the sticky note attached to the hook asks, does your hook create at least one of these emotions in the viewer? By the way, that's a very important question because I promise you, it works. If you're able to create one of those emotions in the viewer, you have successfully stopped them from swiping away. Now, you have to make them keep watching as long as possible, which brings you to the next flow, the video script, with its own sets of questions. All you have to do is follow this workflow and make sure each flow checks the questions in each sticky note. No guru will show you this because they simply want to sell you something. I simply want to see you win. So I will link this workflow in the description so you can use it for yourself. And it's 100% free. You don't have to be confused anymore, just go with the flow. Now, let's actually make a video completely from scratch as promised. Okay, so we are going to start with the step number 1, and the first flow is idea. So I will go to ChatGPT and ask it to give me 15 different ideas for a video. And these are actually very nice. This one right here really grabs my attention. This is very good too. Reading this gave me a video idea that's not mentioned here, but I think it's always trending. I'm talking about green tea or coffee. So I will head to Google Trends to see if it's actually trending. So green tea has a 50-50 popularity. Now, I will compare this to coffee to see which one is the most popular. And as you can see, coffee is much more popular than green tea. You can use the same strategy I just did to see which ideas are more popular. Don't just go with the first idea you like. Do your research and it will pay off, I promise. Okay, so the second flow is the hook. I'm just going to copy my hook prompt and paste it into ChatGPT and insert my idea in the yellow highlighted area of the prompt. By the way, the link to this prompt is in the description. Now we have 15 hooks, and each hook is rated out of 10. I honestly like all of these hooks, but remember, it's not about what you like. It's about what people want and what is the most catchy hook. I think I'm going to go with this, but I will be tweaking the hook a little bit to make it even better. Now, before we move on to the third flow, we need to apply the first tactic. I like to call it after hook phrase, or AHP. This is basically another mini hook specifically aimed to make the viewer wonder about what's coming. It's just a little more reason to stay and increase watch time. I don't always use it in my videos because I don't want to sound dramatic and I don't want to mislead. Make sure if you use this hook, it's genuine. Let me show you real quick how to generate AHP hooks. It's super simple. For this one, I will be using DeepSeek. If you don't know what DeepSeek is, it's another free platform just like ChatGPT, but I found it to be better in hooks. So just write this prompt you see on the screen in the chat box and enter your main hook at the end. I like this one right here, so I will use it for this video, but I will tweak it a little to my liking. With the first tactic out the way, we will start with the third flow, generating the video script. It's pretty much the same easy process here as well. I'm just going to copy the video script prompt and paste it into ChatGPT and wait for the magic to happen. And as you can see, we have the script ready. With the video script completed, we move forward to tactic number 2, and that is smart call to action. I don't mean, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like and comment. That actually ruins your video. It has to be smart and evoke engagement. And one easy way to do this is to ask a question at the end of your video. But the question cannot be something basic. It has to be smart in a way that will make the person want to comment. Here is an example of a bad question and a good question that have the same exact meaning. But one is trash and the other one is gold. That's exactly how I managed to get 13,000 comments on the video I featured at the beginning. I already have a good CTA in my mind that we will be using for this video, but feel free to use DeepSeek to come up with this. Now, it's time for flow number 4, generating the voiceovers. For this step, I will be using 11 Labs. There are a lot of voice generation apps out there, but I found 11 Labs to be the best with a vast library of voices. Some so real, you can't even tell. It's crazy. Anyways, you can sign up for 11 Labs with the link in the description. I think they will have a discount for you. Okay, so all I have to do now is to copy the video script and paste it into 11 Labs. I'm going to speed up this part so I don't waste your time. Okay, we are done. And now I will click Generate Speech, and let's listen to the result.
If you drink black coffee every morning for 2 weeks, this is what happens to your body. What I'm about to share is not what you thought. At first, you feel unstoppable. Instant energy, laser focus, and a metabolism boost.
By the way, the voice I'm using is called Adam, but I highly recommend you go with a different voice. This voice is extremely saturated. You hear it everywhere, in all niches, in every language. It's crazy. The only reason I use it is because I started with this voice and I have to stick with it. But there are better voices out there. Just take your time and explore all the options. So I'm happy with the voice and how it was generated, so I'm going to download it by pressing this button here on the bottom right side of the screen. All right, we've wrapped up the 4th flow, and before moving on to the 5th and final one, I'm about to share a very important trick that'll save you at least 10 minutes when creating your videos. When 11 Labs generate the voiceover, it leaves a lot of gaps and silences between sentences, and it's crucial that we remove those gaps. CapCut does not do a good job doing that, and we obviously don't want to do that manually because it will take a lot of time. So one way to do it is to use Veed.io. And to use this feature, we don't need to pay anything. It's completely free. It's very simple and straightforward. So just follow my steps. Go to Veed.io, sign up, and you will see this layout. Click on Create New Project. Then just drag and drop your audio file you downloaded from 11 Labs into the timeline down here. I'm just going to align the audio files. I have 3 files here because I downloaded the hook and after hook phrase separately from the main script. Just notice that the video right now is about 1 minute 24 seconds. And let's see how many seconds of silences we can cut out of this. You will be amazed. All you have to do now is to select the audio file and click on this button called Remove Silences. Boom. The video now is 1 minute 16 seconds. That's 8 seconds of silence is gone. That's enough time to bore someone and result in low views. That's why this step is so important to do. And Veed.io make this very easy. Now, press on done, then click export video, wait for it to process, and then click on this download button here, and you will see that you have an option to download this as an MP3 file. And that's what we want, so I'm going to do it right now. Okay, we are on the last flow now, and that is to generate the images for our video. As I mentioned before, for a 1-minute video, we need like 30 to 40 images. That's 1 image for every 3 to 4 seconds. For generating my images, I mainly use ChatGPT. You have to have the paid version to be able to generate images. I also use ImageFX from Google, which is currently free, but it won't be for too long, so use it while you can. So I'm just going to go sentence by sentence here and generate the images for all the keywords I see. For example, for the hook, I will insert this prompt. Generate an image of a guy drinking coffee viciously and wildly. Epic, intense, and cinematic. Let's see what we get. Nice. I really like that photo, especially for the hook. It grabs attention. For the second part of the hook, I will insert this prompt and let's see what happens. If I don't like a photo, I will just ask it to make the image better, like I just did. So from here, I will just go sentence by sentence and generate all the photos. I'm going to speed up this part because I believe you get the idea. If you have any questions, just comment down below and I will reply. and we are done with the first step. Now we will begin with the second step, video production pipeline. This step has 7 flows, and like the last step, it has its own sets of questions. We will be using CapCut to create this video. I have to be honest here, CapCut is the reason why I even started creating videos. It's easy to use with some very powerful features. Some edits take hours to complete, but CapCut has built-in features that complete this edits in just minutes. If you're using the CapCut app, I highly recommend you get the paid plan because you will unlock a lot of features and AI tools within the app. Don't look at it as money lost. Look at it as an investment. I was able to hook you up with some discounts, so if you're interested, check the link in the description. Okay, I will begin with dragging and dropping all the audio files and images I generated into CapCut. You can also import them by clicking this import button right here. So the first flow is to add the voiceovers to the timeline. So I will drag it from the media section to the timeline. Let's take a listen.
If you drink black coffee every morning for 2 weeks, this is what happens to your body.
That's done. Second flow is to add the images to the timeline and adjusting them so it matches the voiceover. I'm just going to add the images one by one and aligning them until I'm done with the whole script. Since this part is pretty straightforward, I'm going to speed it up. Second flow done. The third flow is to add the animations to the images. Simply select the image you want to add the animation to and click the animation button on the top right side of the screen. Now go to Combo tab and explore all the animation styles. Some are free and some are paid. I will be using a mix of them. And just keep on repeating this for every image until you have applied animations to all the images. Make sure you apply animations to all of them. We don't want any image to be sitting still. Remember, we need constant movement. Again, I will speed up this process. Done. Before we add the captions, though, I like to design my call to action end screens. This step is totally optional, that's why I didn't include it in the workflow. But I will show you how I do it anyways, just in case you want to do it too. I usually go with a vibrant gradient background. You can generate very good backgrounds on ImageFX. As you can see, I have this purple background. I'm going to add an effect to it to make it even better. Just select the background layer on the timeline and go to the Effects tab on the top left side of the screen. Feel free to explore all the effects, but I always go for this effect called Unfocused. Now just drag and drop the effect directly onto the background layer, not the timeline. This will ensure the effects is applied to the background only. Now it's time for the captions. Just go to the Captions tab on the top left side of the screen and click on Templates. You have so many options here. Go for something that has a lot of movements and matches your video style. Once you choose a caption style you like, just click on Generate Captions. And there it is. There is another way you can add captions to the video that is better, because it gives you more options to customize. I use the second way because I like to customize it myself. The first way is the easiest way. All you have to do here is to go to Text tab, Advanced Auto Captions, and click Generate. Now, while selecting all the caption layers, we go to the top right side of the screen, and here is where we do all the customizations, like change the font, size, color, add shadow, effects, and much more. So I will start customizing my captions. You have to go with whatever you think matches your video style. Take your time and explore all the options you have. A quick example, if you want to add shadow or stroke to your captions, just go to the Basic tab and scroll down until you see those options. It's that simple. And to choose your caption style, go to Animations tab here and click on Captions, and you can see all the options you have. Here is the style I chose for this video. Now, it's time to add the effects. That's the fifth flow, by the way. These effects will be applied to the entire video. It's just a little touch to make the whole video even better. But before we do that, I'm just going to add my watermark to the video. Again, this is totally optional. I just like to have my watermark. To do that, I'm just going to add a text layer to the timeline and customize it a little bit and adjust its position so it appears only in specific parts of the video. Here is how it looks. One more thing I like to do is to add another text layer to the call to action phrase. So it looks different, I will just delete the captions from this section and add my own text layer and customize it a little. And here is the end result. Okay, so adding the effects is super simple. Just go to the Effects tab on the top left side of the screen and explore all the options you have. Honestly, I like to go with something very simple, yet effective. We don't want an intense effect, since we already added animation to the images. something simple like Noise 2. I'm gonna drag and drop it directly to the timeline so it can be applied to the entire video. Now, I will adjust its length so it covers the entire timeline. I will add one last effect, but only to specific parts of the video. I don't know what I want to add, so I'm just going to do some exploring. So I came across this effect called Scan Light. I like how it looks, so I will add it to some parts of the video where I feel like it's a little empty. So this calendar scene, for example, here is how it looks. I will quickly add it to anywhere where a calendar is shown, and we are done. Guys, we are almost there. If you have been following along, I have no doubt that you will make it. It shows how serious you are. So let's continue. The sixth flow is to add the music. You have two options here. Add the music directly from the social media app or just add it here in CapCut. If you want to add viral trending sounds, you gotta go with the social media directory. CapCut has some nice music, but it doesn't have the viral trending songs. I'm just gonna add the music from CapCut. To do that, I will just go to the audio tab right here and search for the type of music I like. I will go with motivational for this video. I will mute this music because I don't want any copyright claims on this tutorial video you're watching. Okay, I found one that I really like, but I can't let you hear it because I will have a copyright claim on this tutorial video. But all you gotta do now is to drag and drop it on the timeline and adjust its volume. To do that, select the audio layer and go to the top right side of the screen under Basic tab. Make sure the volume is set very low, ideally between -15 and -30 decibels, depending on the type of music. Also, be sure to trim the remainder of the music and adjust it so that it matches the end of your video. And we are done. We just made a banger. But you want to make sure you export it the correct way. Here is how to do it. Click on Export on the top right side of the screen, and you will have this window opened. Just go with the settings you see on the screen, and that's it. Now, let's look at the final result.
If you drink black coffee every morning for 2 weeks, this is what happens to your body. What I'm about to share is not what you thought. At first, you feel unstoppable, instant energy, laser focus, and a metabolism boost. But then, things start to change. By day 3, your brain adapts.
And there you have it, guys. You will see this very same video uploaded to my social media in a couple of days. By the way, I understand that you may not have the budget to get the paid versions of these AI tools. But worry not, because I have another video where I show how to create a banger just like this one for free. Go watch it now and stay tuned because I have some crazy videos coming soon.